Talking about the trillion peso march on November 30, of course, ang pinagkaugatan naman ng arali na yan yung usapin ng anomalous flood control project. So right now, I would like to ask you, Attorney, how is this administration faring, diba? Doing in terms of adhering to their promise, especially si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa sabi niya pagtugis ng mga may kasalanan dito sa anomalous flood control projects?
That's a good question, and the way that I would answer that is I would pinpoint to the ombudsman, yung kung ano yung ginagawa ng ombudsman. And the reason why I'm doing that is because ombudsman lang naman talaga yung makaka-deliver sa atin ng gusto natin, which is makulong yung lahat ng dapat makulong at mabawi lahat ng perang ninakaw. No? So President Marcos can't do that, the ICI can't do that, the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee cannot do that. Only the Ombudsman, kung gawin niya yung trabaho niya ng tama sa pag-prosecute ng kaso sa Sandigan Bayan, matatamo natin yon. No? So, kung titignan natin yung Ombudsman, ngayon, yung ginagawa niya, I would say na it's positive. No? Mukhang we're moving towards the right direction. Personally, nagulat nga ako, ang bilis na issue ng warrant eh. Ang personal experience ko kasi dyan, medyo may panahon na lumilipas bago na i-issue ang warrant.
Kahit yung PDAF.
In this case, no, parang wala pang isang linggo, may warrant na agad. Which is the right thing, no? Nagugulat tayo, pero ito yung dapat nangyayari lagi. Right? Hindi dapat ito yung special occasion. Dapat lagi ganito nangyayari. So, given that, I would say, from what I'm seeing with the Ombudsman and also the Sandigan Bayan and also the Supreme Court, no, designating special RTCs for corruption cases, taking all of those in consideration, I would say that for now, no, we are moving towards the right direction in achieving what we want, which is lahat sila makulong, lahat ng dapat makulong ay makulong at mabawi yung perang mga ninakaw nila.
Yes. And that's right. No, we all want accountability, but I think I agree also with some several luminaries saying that we're also losing sight of another issue altogether. We are reacting to something that has happened and which has damaged the image of this country. What law is there existing, or what laws do we need to pass to ensure things of this magnitude won't happen again? Granted, may mga bagay na ganito mangyayari paulit-ulit, but if you look at the world politics right now, smaller scale corruption led to resignations of their leaders out of shame. So what do we need to do right now as a preventive measure para hindi laging hahabulin natin at ikukulong, just to prevent the damage from happening?
So the quick answer there is to elect better leaders, no? That's the answer. Kasi laws we have. We have the laws that prohibit corruption, penalizes corrupt acts, conflicts of interest. Lahat yan, it's all in the books, no? But the point ang nangyayari kasi is that we elect the wrong people. We elect thieves, basically, no? Plunderers. So hindi na, sino ba yung nagpapatupad ng batas? Siyempre, yung mga taong nasa poder, right? So, kung yung mga taong nasa poder ay mismo yung mga nagnanakaw, then obviously, I mean, common sense, they will not implement the law properly. And we know that, we've seen that. No? So, the answer to your question is, if we want things to change, then we have to elect better people.
All right.
Now, medyo grand suggestion yun, di ba? So, to bring that back to earth, I would say is, siguro, we should first elect non-dynastic lawmakers. Yun na muna. Let's start there, di ba? Let's not go.
I had that in mind.
Meron tayong grand ambition.
That's true.
Meron tayong grand ambition, but let's bring that down to earth and start small and say, let's start by electing non-dynastic lawmakers.
Actually, that's a possibility. Yung electing, because yung
lagyan nila IRR.
Hindi. Yung
Enabling law. 'Di ba?
Hain mo ng batas, 'di ba? Anti-dynasty law. Medyo may tulog pa 'yan dahil lahat ng nasa kongreso mo galing sa dinastiya, 'di ba? Pero pag ikaw, taong bayan ang gagawa ng paraan, I think that's a possibility, but we'll see.
Actually, before we let you go quickly, I agree with you. Dalawa nakita ko dyan, non-dynastic leaders. Tsaka number 2, should we review also yung political system? In other words, two-party system, maybe like the US?
Kasi the party system actually, that emerges from the people themselves, kung ano yung gusto nila. So it's not about creating a design and then saying, ganito tayo. The system evolves from what we want, what we need. So that should start still or also from electing the right leaders, right? Kasi kung ang ini-elect natin, mga dynastic politicians lagi, and they will not change the system, right? Kasi that the bad system benefits them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if we have to elect new kinds of politicians, non-dynastic, so that we can start evolving into a better, improved political system.